National Weather Service has confirmed a tornado hit Richmond, Indiana last night. Their meteorologists have not yet rated the strength of that tornado, but it hit several businesses, including the Richmond Mall. 2 News reporter Kristen Eskow has a look at the damage and reaction from some of the people affected.
Adam, the Wayne County Emergency Management Agency tells us one person in a car was hurt by broken glass, but no other injuries have been reported. The interior of the Richmond Mall remains closed, and right now there's no timeline for reopening. We talked to some of the people working in the area when the tornado hit. Twisted metal and tree branches thrown all over the place after a tornado hits the Richmond Mall and surrounding businesses.
It was just raining really hard, and then one of my employees rang the doorbell to get in the building, and I tried to push open the door, and I realized that I couldn't get it open.
River Gingrey works at the rallies on National Road East across from the mall. She says she was eventually able to get that coworker inside as debris flew through the air.
One of the metal things off the side of the roof hit him in the head. My car got hit. Our stone tables were picked up and thrown in the air.
Even last night we had people out here we were picking up debris over at Michael's Tires.
Despite the damage, Rallies is able to remain open, but other businesses weren't as lucky. Large dumpsters have been brought into the Richmond Mall, and crews could be seen beginning the cleanup process. A spokesperson for the mall's parent company sent us a statement, which reads in part, quote, "At this time, we are still assessing the damage from last night's storm and formulating a plan of action to fix the damages as soon as possible. The interior of the mall will remain closed at this time." The EMA deputy director tells me a total of 8 businesses inside the mall are affected, as well as 6 to 8 businesses near the mall. He says 6 residential structures in the area have also been damaged or affected, in addition to those businesses. Kristen Eskow, 2 News, working for you.
Welcome to here we are, guys, at the Richmond Mall, Richmond, Indiana, on the far east side of Indiana. I've not been here in 5 years because it got hit by a tornado. But let's go check it out. All right, here we're coming to the kind of the center of the mall here. I've not been back to this mall in 5 years, really, because, well, a few years ago in 2019, this mall was hit by a tornado. So it surprisingly sort of was rebuilt. Now, you know me, I live in Greenwood, in Indianapolis. But yeah, there's Dillard's, which is surprisingly still here. So this is about the center of the mall. They have a Dunham Sports here. They don't have many stores left at this point. But the only they have Dunham Sports, they don't have any of those of the malls in Indianapolis. And here's the Dillard's. It's surprising to see a Dillard's here. There's the only other there's not really many Dillard's in Indy either. There's a finish line right there. And yeah, there's only probably about maybe 15 stores in here now. But you gotta think, this mall was even lucky to get rebuilt because it got hit by a tornado. Technically got destroyed. So, I mean, there's still a mall serving the city. It is pretty surprising. Pretzel twister. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, this mall looks different from the last time I've been here. The last time I was at this mall was 5 years ago. I mean, I haven't been back in Richmond for some time either. What's over here? That's where the toy stuff is, and there's the other entrance. Yeah. I haven't been here really in a while. Looks a lot different. I mean, it honestly reminds me of like Washington Square in Indianapolis a little bit. So like it was a popular spot that eventually declined. But this one, however, declined and also due to a tornado. So, yeah. I've done some of these mall videos lately, but this one is just kind of, honestly, it's also one that's also kind of sad. Of course, Richmond couldn't support a massive mall because, I mean, Richmond's about around 40,000 people, but my local mall's personally bigger. But there's the courthouse, Wayne County Courthouse. A lot of signs here that are like, they got a Nirvana store. It's cool. 2, technically. Wow. And let's go check out Dillard's, shall we? And they have fragrances in here, which I appreciate. But yeah, I'm going to stop and pause this video here as the Richmond Mall walkthrough in Richmond, Indiana. So yeah, guys, this is my first time back to this mall in about 5 years, and it's not that it's not like it's an abandoned mall or anything. It's just, I mean, there's not a lot of people, not a lot of stores here because the tornado hit from several years back. It's still a very clean and organized mall. There's Dillard's and Dunham's here, and hopefully that's a sign that the mall will continue to maybe even increase. So we can hope so. Hope you enjoyed this video.